Hi, Blair here with MXM. Been talking about volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity. I'm going to give you a real example here. One of our customers that was using the shutdown feedback system took kind of the areas, the main themes, and made lots of changes around those main themes. They were closed for about just over 2 months. They were able to execute a lot of changes in those themes in multiple locations. And then when they reopened, they ran the reopen feedback system. Okay, let's say they weren't getting any feedback at all. Like, does that even make sense? I mean, if you talk about uncertainty and ambiguity and not knowing what the member thinks, and then suddenly you have crystal clear hard edges on what the member is thinking in the areas, the dimensions on which you need to improve your operation. So that takes away a lot of uncertainty, like, God, I wonder what the member's thinking, and ambiguity. You get crystal clear. It's not just that they are perhaps not pleased with something. You get crystal clear. You get crystal clear on what they're not pleased about. Those fixes are put in place, and then they reopened, and then they ran the reopen feedback system. Right away, everything looks great, but then one of the scores starts to erode, and I mean like within the first 7-10 days, it starts to erode, and that's ease to clean and sanitize equipment. So now, okay, what if you weren't getting that? Like if you didn't see that coming and just didn't know it, right? But now they can actually see it eroding before it erodes too far, look at that data, and turn uncertainty into clarity. Now, they had done a great job of putting out cleaning stations and kept them well stocked, and many more cleaning stations. But there were still some problems with that. Like, people would have to go over and walk over to the cleaning station. But there's another issue that happens. If I'm on the fifth treadmill in a row of 10 or 15 treadmills, and I get off that treadmill and I take my phone and I go over to that cleaning station and grab stuff, oftentimes people come back and look and say, okay, which treadmill was I on? Which elliptical was I on? So suddenly it's not so easy to clean and sanitize the equipment you use. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean now that they should put stations out behind every piece? Maybe they need more stations. Maybe you could put a big bright number on every piece of equipment so that when somebody gets on there, they know that they're on, treadmill number 2. In other words, there's ways to start thinking about this differently and to be agile. So we were talking about the two things you need to really address volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity is better information, better technology, the ability to really see way upstream. You have to have those things. And then agility. And that is just a great example of better information, better technology, and agility. Now, what I would challenge everybody to do is you should let data guide you, but you still have to understand the voice, the feeling, the thoughts of the customer. And that means reading what they actually say, getting down into the molecules of customer experience and reading what they say. And sometimes I hear, it was one person. Is that statistically relevant? I don't know. Go look. Just go look. If somebody says, I walked away and I couldn't figure out what treadmill I was on, here's what I would do. I'd go plant my ass down there and watch and see how many people are doing workarounds. Boom. As soon as you see the workaround, you have something that you can innovate on to improve. Don't move forward from here without really understanding voice of customer. We have a free shutdown system. We have a free reopen system. Until the next one, I hope your reopen kills it, and let's redefine this fitness industry. So if this happens again, we're at the top of the pack and not last to be thought of in this.